Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here.
Well, there's no doubt, Peter, that Alessandro Delpiero will be key here. But I'm curious as to what role he's exactly been given.
Well, what would you do, Jim, if you were the manager?
I'd give him a free role behind the attack. His flair, his technique make him the perfect player for that position. And he always seems to benefit from playing off that central striker.
Big header! In he goes again! That's a half-decent try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Ronaldinho was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Delpiero really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And here's Thuram. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now it's Delpiero. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's being shifted off it. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Bale. Terrific header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Pele, while facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Lyon have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Look, he rises! Boom! Header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
He's felt that, hasn't he? Odo. And it's Messi. That'll be a throw. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. And he shoots! Roberto Carlos goes on a charge down the left. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Toure defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Roberto Carlos out-muscles him. Well, that is one way to stop him. McTominay with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 13. Abandona o relvado e vai entrar com o número 7. Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
And the shot! Missed by a fraction. We expected better, and so did he. And this is Delpiero. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Has a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Gets to show off his quick feet. Lyon have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Adriano, he's picked his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Brilliantly cut out. Ronaldinho quietly revving up. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Roberto Carlos, well, played right into his path. And Delpiero! Oh, nice, just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Lovely bit of skill. And he's had a hit! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Messi. Bellingham. Someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Adriano has it out wide and in space. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the counter is on. Probing pass. Otto cuts it out. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Here we go again then.
Lyon are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And here's Yamal. And no, he's seen through all of that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now, can they get him away?
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Van der Sar claims comfortably. And it's Messi. Opts for safety. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Well spotted.
Howson. Saliba has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, they could break here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Strong running down that left flank. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Roberto Carlos really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Now he's off and running. No way through. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Oh, that's well spotted. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Yaya Toure. And here's Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Lyon clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bale. Roberto Carlos. He slings it in. He's got tall. They've done it! What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Bale picks it up out wide. Ball driven towards the... He gets big! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Pirlo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Aims beyond the defence. Yamal's cross. And that's the keeper's ball.
Their response to falling behind has been very strong. They just need a converter to step up now.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Bale.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Pirlo has given away a free kick.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 7.
Portugal can make their change now with a break in play. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
And we have our very first corner. Varane with the clearance. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And he's worked it through. He's free, he has got space. And it's Thuram. And that's aimed into the middle. Sticks it away! Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Foot in. Into the last 5 minutes. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Lyon can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Yamal gets into a good position. It's a mighty effort! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Oh, good spread. 2 minutes to be added on. Played into space out wide. Adriano can be a real threat inside the box. Ronaldinho. And that is that. Lyon have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Hullet claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. And we're underway.
Well, there's no doubt, Peter, that Alessandro Delpiero will be key here. But I'm curious as to what role he's exactly been given.
Well, what would you do, Jim, if you were the manager?
I'd give him a free role behind the attack. His flair,
And he shoots! They score!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods. And that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Lyon finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Pelé, that has been slung wide. And this is Roberto Carlos. Up he goes! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Vieira has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Has a look and plays it forward, and it's Bale. Bale goes on a charge down the left. Big header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Ronaldinho. And this is Owen. Turan cannot be beaten that easily. Looking for options for movement. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Owen. Tries to cross. He gets big. And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Ronaldinho clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can clear their lines. Fiore. Oh, sweet feet. Now, can they get him away? Lyon are looking to go forward now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Davids was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Owen. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, good ball! Deftly away. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have... He's had a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Delpiero really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Fiore. And it's Davids. Bale. He's found a way through. Delivers. Oh, what a climb! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down?
And the shot! He scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 2.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Será sustituido por
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8 será reemplazado por el dorsal 3.
He's had it taken off him. Pirlo. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Takes aim and crosses. He's done well to get that clear. It's loose here and they'll want to reclaim it. But it's Thuram. Davids. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Antonetti. Lyon have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. And that is Snuta! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Araujo goes long.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
And he's forced to go back. Nicely spread. Pass somewhat off target. That has not gone well. Araujo He's gone direct here. Looking to play him in. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
A continuación, disfrutaremos de la actuación de nuestro grupo oficial de animación.
Here we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Yamal has it out wide and in space. It's a promising position, and he lines up a cross.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
It's a pretty loose pass. That is ended up in no man's land. Great vision. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. He's looking wide. Zanetti. Well timed, excellent interception. Here's a sharp little ball here. Varane cuts it out. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Probing pass. Yamal's cross. He's got all. They've done it! Right back in the game. Certain, searing, and imperious.
Superb timing to generate that power through a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Now it's bullets. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter. Lyon really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, terrific header. He will be livid with himself. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. That is good alertness. Batistuta. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
So,
dorsal
time
9,
for changes
el
on
dorsal
both sides,
29,
actually.
Owen. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 18.
That's
El
an
dorsal
imaginative
11.
pass.
Se va a llevar a cabo
The
un
pass is
cambio de
intercepted.
jugadores.
Van de Ven. Ronaldinho. He's shifting through the gears here. Plays it across. Oh, he's Just managed to get himself offside. And it's Davids. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shifted it to the flank. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Goes for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Just about up to 75 minutes. Zanetti. Van Basten. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He is through here, and it's played in.
Lyon really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Knocks it into space. Pass is just off target. Spread it left. Short changes him with that pass. Roberto Carlos. Zanetti. He won't be happy with that one. Pirlo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Yamal, and it's Lam. An instinctive delivery. And that should get the job done. And here's Yamal. Lam receives it in a wide position. Climbs up big! And the lead stays intact, just.
He really didn't cover himself in any glory. His finishing let him down when he needed it most.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Good pressure, determined, intense. And that is a little undercooked.
Barcelona can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Lyon have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
And he's taking no chances there. Lam. Roberto Carlos. He slings it in. Van der Ven tries to clear. Picked out brilliantly.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lyon with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
It's a mighty! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Lyon perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts...